Don't go shooting all the dogs, cause one of them got fleas. Don't just listen to these songs and think that you got grease. They just lyrics, I be venting to this mic, it's therapy. You could leave, but them other guys is whack, they not me. Godspeed, sweetie, living out my dreams. I don't need a genie. Pops did Madonna shows, music in my blood, it was destined for me. Way before I even seen a CD. Cross the wrong line, you gon' need a treaty. Peace is a lie, there is only passion. And through passion I get stronger. Long days working on getting better, but they only get longer. Getting there is half the battle, staying there is much harder. I've been flying out to islands so remote we must charter. Been a pro for 10 years, tryna go another 10. Going hard like Vince Carter. Leave something for my son and my daughter in case of my departure.
You know that I'll always try to get it right. I'm working hard to leave a legacy behind. Yeah, you know that I'll always fight for what is mine. I'm working hard to leave a legacy behind.
Yeah. Leave it for my lil ones, my real ones. For people tryna feel some. For all the bridges burned along the way and how we still run or still swim. Even though we underwater, never hit the kill switch and overcome like everything we deal with. I still feel there's more for me to do until I call it quits. Everything I do is for the ones I love and miss. Take some time, water flowers till they grow and split. Then take the seeds, plant them back and you control the ship. Navigating through the eye of the storm. Live through the lows, got me higher in form. Soldier soul, now you got...
Alright, good morning guys, welcome back to the YouTube channel. Hope everyone is having a great start to the week. Just got done with my workout. I was practicing a bit more of my muscle ups and then just doing some chest and shoulders afterwards. And now I'm eating my post-workout meal, which is consisting of Cocoa Pops and 4-egg omelette, ham and cheese. In terms of my calisthenics training at the moment, I definitely would say that it has taken a bit of a hit recently, just because the training volume for the London Marathon has increased. So it's just about finding, how my body is reacting to both styles of training. So both with the calisthenics and also doing the long distance running, because from now on, I think my runs are going to be pretty long. This Sunday, I've got to do 25 kilometers. I might do it with On Running Club in London. So they might be doing 27 kilometers. So definitely getting a lot more fatigued most days and sort of not really having the full energy and excitement that I used to have going to the gym. However, I feel like that can all be managed with the right recovery and also the right nutrition as well. So hence why I'm starting to eat a bit more carbs, maybe a bit more fats in my diet as well, just so that I can really recover, have that extra energy. And yeah, physique right now is not the most important thing for me. Obviously, I'd love to stay lean, but I think naturally as well with the running, I will still be fairly lean. And I think this is where the dilemma comes in. And a lot of people have said, hybrid training does contradict one another. On one side, you're trying to get better in your sport, in your endurance sport, where your power to weight ratio is so important. You would rather be lighter and have more power. But then on the gym aspect side, you're trying to get bigger and you're trying to gain muscle and you're trying to eat in a caloric surplus. You're trying to bulk on that weight. For a lot of people who maybe are not genetically gifted, such as myself, I don't think that I have the best genetics to build muscle and also do endurance sports at the same time. Progress is going to be a lot slower than if you were going to focus, say, on solely just gym or just endurance training. And some people have asked me, is hybrid training the right way to train? There is really no right way. It really depends on what your goals are and how quickly you want to achieve those goals as well. If your goal is to look aesthetic and you want to be a bodybuilder, it doesn't make sense to run marathons, because you're just not going to be able to recover and train hard in the gym and also eat on top all of those extra calories that you're burning off whilst running marathons. And equally, if you want to get faster in your marathon or your half marathon, it doesn't make sense to bulk up, gain inevitably a little bit of excess fat as well alongside your bulk, and also try and achieve those times that you want. And I think a lot of us get misinformed, that thinking, oh, hybrid training is going to get me to that physique and also get me to that. A lot of the times these guys have built their physique beforehand. They trained in a bodybuilding style for many years, maybe 10 plus years, and then transitioned into doing running for maybe their health or, you know, for their cardio. And then they've just kept their gains from there. They've obviously maybe even got skinnier as well, but because they've got leaner, maybe they look a bit more jacked than they used to. So it's just something to take with a pinch of salt, especially when you see these physiques on social media, and not to also compare yourself to them, because everyone is built differently. Like, I know that I'm not going to be that big training this way, but I'm okay with that because I'm pretty happy in myself, and I'm confident enough with the physique that I have built over the last 10 plus years that, you know, it's okay. And I'll just try out different disciplines of sports just to keep things exciting. So yeah, that's my whole take on the hybrid training style. And yeah, definitely be doing some more muscle ups, trying to practice the front lever a bit more. And then on Sunday, wow, 27 Ks, we'll do that. And yeah, let's see how it goes. Alright guys, it is Sunday, it's around 8 AM and it's time for the Sunday long run. I'm whispering because my girlfriend is still sleeping, so I don't really want to wake her up. Just having a few of these Cocoa Pops. I'm not having too much just in case, but you know, I'm still figuring out what works well for my body on these long runs, because I haven't really done many over, you know, like 20k. I think I've probably only done about 4 like over 20k runs, so still figuring it out. Got some electrolytes as well. These are the Science in Sports ones, berry flavor. Got my couple vitamins here. I've got my omega-3, I've got my magnesium tablets, and I'm going to take a few of these dextrose energy tablets before the run as well. In terms of gels during the run itself, I've kind of just ended up getting the Science in Sports ones just because they're pretty easily accessible to buy from, you know, most supermarkets, and yeah, I just haven't really got around to trying other ones yet. This is the orange flavour. I've tried the raspberry flavour. I've also tried the berry flavour as well. Yeah, they've all been pretty good. They actually ran out of stock of the raspberry one. I quite liked the raspberry one, but orange, I'll give it a go. This is a 6-pack, so probably will bring maybe 3 or 4 gels on the run. I do have a chest pack now, so I can put my gels in here, also my DJI camera, and I'm also wearing some shorts, like compression shorts, right? Which also have a few pockets that I can put my gels in there as well. Difference of like 10 milliseconds. Oh boy, we are back home at last after a long morning, a long Sunday run, having a well-deserved meal. These are the soy and ginger beef noodles, and then I've also got a whole packet of salmon here because it did go off a couple of days ago and I don't want to throw it away, so I'm just going to eat the whole thing. I should be fine. But yeah, that was a really good run. I stopped my watch at around 25.5 kilometers. I really wanted to do the full 27. My legs were feeling really kind of painful, like more the joints, like the knees and the ankles and the hips, rather than my actual heart and my cardio. So I was feeling it around maybe 17 kilometers and I pushed through to maybe like 23. We took a lot more breaks, like from say 18, 19K onwards. And at 25.5, I was like, you know what? I'm just going to call it quits here. I'm happy with the effort that I've done. So that's it. I'm going to put the splits up somewhere here on the screen because I think it's pretty cool to see. I kept my heart rate pretty much around a 133 average throughout the whole run, which I'm very happy about. This day, I was like, I'm going to run at conversational pace because the past few weeks of me running alone, I think it's very easy to kind of just go in and just start running really quickly. But when you run with people and people are kind of sticking to the pace and they're not so like focused on the time, it makes it a lot easier to stay with them and to not feel like it's so boring. Because honestly, running at, what pace did I run at? I ran at about 6 minutes per kilometer. Running at 6 minutes per kilometer on your own for 23 kilometers or 25 kilometers or even a marathon, I think that is just, I don't think I could do it, to be honest. So it was really good that I ran with them this morning. And yeah, I'm just gonna basically just do nothing for the rest of today because that's pretty much my Sundays now. I'm just doing my long runs, coming back, eating, recovering basically, and obviously filming YouTube and editing these videos. So I am going to start eating because I am starving. All right, so we're going to head to the gym now and we're going to hit a calisthenics focused workout and we're going to focus mainly on the muscle ups. We're going to try something a little bit different today. I've been watching a lot of Chris Herrier. He's basically the OG of calisthenics on YouTube. And he mentioned if you're struggling with getting more reps of a certain calisthenics exercise, you can try doing 1 rep on the minute, every minute for maybe 10 minutes or so. And then that way you can accumulate a lot more overall volume as opposed to doing, let's say, 3 or 4 sets of maybe 2 or 3 reps of, say, the muscle up. So in my case, I was doing 4 sets of, maximum 2 reps. So, if I could get 2 reps every single set, I'd only be able to do 8 reps in total. Whereas if I was to do 1 rep on the minute for 10 minutes, I'll be able to accumulate 10 total reps. After all of those muscle ups, we're going to focus on chest and shoulders as always. These are the muscle groups that I really want to bring out. I really want to get that big chest that pops out and also the shoulders. I've been training a long time, so I feel like my physique, I'm pretty happy with everything else, like my back, my arms. I also need to train my abs as well, definitely. I always try and do some ab work after every single workout just to make them pop a bit more. But the chest and the shoulders, I really do feel like have been lagging body parts of mine. If I take a look at my physique right now, I feel like my triceps especially are pretty over dominant in terms of my physique. Like if I stand from the side and I have my arms like this, not trying to have that invisible lat spread syndrome. If I have my arms to the side, they kind of look a little bit flabby, kind of like bingo wings, and I think that's because my shoulders aren't as developed and it doesn't really give that sculpted look. So yeah, those are my main priorities at the moment, and I'll catch you in the gym. So we're doing our 6th rep now. Feeling pretty good actually. I feel like my technique is pretty good today. I'm feeling quite stable. My wrist is feeling pretty strong as well. Alright, so we're going to do our last and final set. Pretty happy with the reps so far. They were fairly clean. Maybe the last couple ones weren't as clean as I would like them to be, but I'll go easy on myself because, you know, it's quite a lot of reps.